Good morning, everyone. Jim Laird joining you live from Pacifica, Nicaragua, or some of my clients call it Jurassic Park because of all the bird noises and all the animal noises in the background going on here, which is great. I essentially have an outdoor kitchen here, giant windows that I can open up that pretty much make this an outdoor kitchen, which is great. My Ethernet cable does not work upstairs. I usually like doing these lives on my patio, but since the internet cable doesn't work up there, Ethernet cable doesn't work up there, we're doing them down here. This week, Dr. Stillman and I are doing a lesson on hormones and neurotransmitters. That's on Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern. You're definitely going to want to get on the email list for that one. That'll be a good one. StillmanWellness.com. Get on the email list. If you go into my link tree, there's a link to get on the email list. Just get on the email list. Every Wednesday night, we send out an email and let you register for that lesson. You can even watch the replay if you can't make it live. So it's just a reward for being on the email list. And I'll give you a list of the topics that are coming up in the next couple of weeks. Secrets of self quantification, approach to allergies, parasites, and mold, air quality and breathing mechanics, water quality, libations and hydration, physical fitness and exercise, light, sauna and phototherapy, diet, nutrition, and supplements. So we've got some great topics coming up. That takes us to the end of April. So we're constantly doing these every week. And so we want you to be a part of that. So get on our list. So awesome. I sound like a broken record. Beautiful day here today. Had a couple of days off. Was really busy. I'm going to try and get back to being more consistent. I have some travel coming up this weekend. I really need to. What I need to do is I need to film this ahead of time when I'm for the days that I can't make it. So that would make it much easier to be consistent. So, and that's part of this simple mindset hack that will make the difference, all the difference. And a lot of people, when you work with people, the biggest thing you need to do is get them to quit making excuses of why they can't do something and to change their mindset to that more of taking ownership of what can I do to make these things happen, as opposed to why I couldn't get, why don't you show up on time or whatever the example is. Asking the question of like, okay, what can I do to actually ensure that I'm going to do these things? Right. And actually taking ownership for the situation, taking responsibility instead of blaming other people or blaming situations. Once you take ownership of a problem, then you can actually solve the problem and make progress on it. But a lot of people will make excuses. And, I fell into that category. I've struggled with that and still struggle with that. Make an excuse for everything, as opposed to taking ownership of that I messed up or I didn't get what I was supposed to get done, and understanding there's trade-offs to that. There's trade-offs for not showing up on time. There's trade-offs for not eating what you're supposed to eat, for not getting your morning light. And so you want to make sure that you're getting the outcomes that you want. And by doing that, you take ownership of the issue and you make the decisions and you build the habits that are going to basically give you the outcome or increase the probability of you having a positive outcome, right? Because there are times when you do what you're supposed to do and things don't move the needle, and that's where you have to pivot and make changes and be consistent. And a lot of people don't take the time to do these things for a long enough period of time for the needle to move. They'll start a training program and they're 2 weeks in and they're like, well, I'm not seeing any results. Well, you haven't done it consistently for long enough for there to actually be an adaptation or a change. And is the change or the adaptation actually something that you want? A lot of times we'll have people that are training in a certain way, and it's the opposite of what they actually want their goal to be. So a lot of this is making sure that what your choices that you're making line up with what you're actually trying to do. If you're trying to get stronger, and most of you're trying to put on bone density and muscle mass, and most of your training is endurance based, it's probably not going to move the needle very much. Or if you're trying to be an endurance athlete and most of your training is heavy lifting, that's probably not going to be beneficial to you, at least in the long run. So we got to make sure our goals are in line with what we're actually doing to get the result that we want, right? So that's basically the bottom line. And then being able to take ownership when you do have setbacks so you can make the changes that you need to go in the direction that you need to go. So that's basically it. So I hope you guys have a great day. Super short today. Keep it simple. Make sure you're getting outside. Make sure you're getting a protein at every meal. Make sure you're getting the lights off at night. Make sure you're drinking high quality water, and make sure you're making an effort to have some sort of social connection. That social connection one is one I cannot emphasize enough. It's one of the reasons I'm building a gym here in Nicaragua in this community, is so we can have a lot of really great people that are really, really interested in improving their health. I'm about to release my online store here soon, so we can start, raising money to build a gym, by buying t-shirts and mugs and things like that to help support the gym here and support the local community. We're doing a lot of really cool things in the community. We're about to launch that here in the next day or so. I'm excited about that. There is an Instagram page, Nika Barbell, if you want to check that out. I haven't posted anything on there. I'll probably post some stuff later today. So that being said, get on our email list. Hope to see you on the lesson on Thursday. Have yourself an outstanding day. Make sure you get outside. You deserve it.